Good morning, students. Welcome to your mathematics activity work. Now, today we are going to discuss our last activity, that is activity number 10. Before discussing that, let us have a look at the index page. So, at the last row, you have to write the activity number 10, and then in the activity column, you have to write the topic of the activity, that is, explain the computation of conditional probability of a given event A when event B has already occurred through an example of throwing a pair of dice. And like before, the date of experiment, page number and teacher signature column must be kept empty. Okay, now come to discussing the activity number 10. So students, this is our activity 10 and the topic is explain the computation of conditional probability of a given event A when event B has already occurred through an example of throwing a pair of dice. So the objective is same as the topic. Now come to materials required. Here we need a piece of plywood, white paper, pen, pencil, scale, a paper of dice. That's all. So, method of construction. Paste a white paper on a piece of plywood of a convenient size. Make a square and divide it into 36 unit squares of size 1 centimeter each as shown in the figure. Write pair of numbers as shown in the figure. Now, at the left side of your activity copy, you have to draw this given figure first. Make sure when you divide the big square, the small squares must be of unit size. Clear? Now come to the demonstration part. And one more thing, when you draw this figure, you may color it, may not, but shade in different shading. Okay? If you color it, it looks beautiful. Now come to the demonstration part. The figure gives all possible outcomes of the given experiment. Hence, it represents the sample space of the experiment. Because in this figure, since all the possible pairs of the number appear on the dice are given, so all this collection, it gives the sample space. Number 2. Suppose we have to find the conditional probability of an event A if an event B has already occurred, where A is the event, a number 4 appears on both sides of the dice or both the dice, and B is the event that 4 has appeared on at least one of the dice. That is, we have to find the probability A given B. Now from the figure, number of outcomes favorable to A. So come back to the figure. A means 4 has appeared in the both dice. So this is the only possible case. Therefore, number of outcomes favorable to A, that is 1, and the number of outcomes favorable to B. Come back to the figure again. Favorable to B means 4 has appeared or occurred at least in one dice. So, look, all this case and this pink shading. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 1 is repeated. So, we count it once. So, that must be 11. Therefore, number of outcomes favorable to A intersection B. A intersection B means the set B here, 4 appears on the both dice, so that must be 1. Now calculate probability of B. Total 36 cases, so that should be 11 by 36. Probability of A intersection B. The outcomes in A intersection B is 1, so probability B 1 by 36. And probability A given B. So what is the formula? Probability A intersection B by probability B. So that must be 1 by 11. Now come to the observation part. Outcomes favorable to A. Outcomes favorable to A, that is 11. So, it's not 11. A means in both the dice. So, the outcomes favorable to A is 1. So, number of elements in A, that is also 1. Outcomes favorable to B, that must be 11. So, in B, that is also 11. Outcomes favorable to A intersection B, it is 1. So, n of A intersection B, that is also 1. Therefore, probability of A intersection B, that is 1 by 36. So, probability A given B. First of all, we write here the formula, that is probability of A intersection B divided by probability B. So that is 1 by 36 divided by probability B, 11 by 36, since B has 11 elements. So we may write it as 1 by 11. Clear to everyone? And the last part, application part. This activity is helpful in understanding the concept of conditional probability, and this is further used in Bayes' theorem. Okay students, so all the 10 activities we have discussed. Now you complete your activity copy. Okay students, thank you for this class.